Aloha and good morning. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for this special Hawaii News Now report. Dylan Ancheta alongside Drew Davis in the H&N Digital Center as we continue to track the latest developments out of the Valley Isle. Let's go ahead and give you a live look now. This is a live webcam in the Pukalani area. As you can see off in the distance there, you can see the distinct glow from one of several brush fires that are currently burning there on Maui. We do know there's one in Pukalani and there is the major one out in Lahaina. Now, at last check, information has been rather slow coming from officials, and understandably so, because they are working so diligently to get all their firefighters where they need to be and prevent these flames from growing. However, we do know that there has been some severe damage there out in Lahaina. As far as we can understand, Lahaina is inaccessible, only traffic going out, and we also got some video of Front Street, the world famous Front Street that is such a hot tourist destination, is, from what we can tell, severely damaged, if not completely gone. Now, we have been speaking to witnesses and Maui residents all evening who describe the scene as apocalyptic, and you can feel their heartbreak in their voice when they talk about their beloved Maui. I want to go ahead and play this interview with two Maui residents, Tiare Lawrence and Dustin Kaleopu. They spoke with our Stephanie alum and Keahi Tucker in our live broadcast earlier this evening. Take a listen to what they had to say.
It's just so hard. I am currently up country, and just knowing that I can't get a hold of any of my family members. I still don't know where my little brother is. I don't know where my stepdad is. Everyone I know in Lahaina, their homes have been burned down. Luckily, some of my family made it up country tonight with my cousin Dustin, who was sitting up here, but they lost everything. The house is gone, and just please pray for Lahaina.
Tiare, can you please describe the situation when you and others in the area knew that you were in danger?
My cousin was there. I was on the other side of the island, but basically all the reports and the videos that's being sent to me, it's like an apocalypse. And unfortunately, there are casualties, and I'm sure that's all going to come out in the news tomorrow. But people are basically running for their lives. My grand uncle, who made it up here safely tonight, my two cousins from Molokai had to run in to get him and get him out of Lahaina. He's an elderly man. It's apocalypse. It's like straight out of the movie. I don't wish this on anyone.
If I may, we saw the smoke start about a block away from our house, and this was maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock. By 5:30, our house was gone. Everything that we had ever known was gone. Our church, our schools, every single memory that we had in that household that Tiare grew up in, that my grandpa grew up in, he was born on that property. Everything was gone in the blink of an eye.
Now, you heard Tiare say that she has heard of fatalities. Of course, we have not been able to confirm any of that, as officials, again, are still focusing their efforts on battling these flames. I will say that we did get some graphic video earlier this evening, too graphic to share on TV, that did paint a grim picture. And so we are awaiting to see what daylight will bring us in terms of the scope of damage, in terms of what officials are able to tell us come daylight. I also want to go ahead now and show some of the evacuation sites. This was one of the latest updates around 1:45 from Maui County officials. Evacuation sites are open at War Memorial Gym, Maui High School, Hannibal Tavares Community Center, and the Maui Prep Academy. Now, tomorrow, schools will also be closed. I'm going to go ahead and read off a list of some of the schools that will be closed tomorrow. The full list, according to the Department of Education. Public schools in West Maui include Princess Nahi Enna Elementary, King Kamehameha III Elementary, Lahaina Intermediate, Lahaina Luna High, Upcountry Maui, King Kekaulike, Upcountry Maui, King Kekaulike, Central Maui, Maui High, South Maui, Kihei Elementary, Lokelani Intermediate, Kaumuali'i Elementary, and Kulanahakoi High School. Of course, that is the new high school that just opened up there. Let's go ahead and give you one more live look out at this camera. I want to go ahead and bring in Drew Davis now to talk about some of the conditions that we are seeing at this hour. Drew?
Yeah, so we keep seeing that word apocalypse come up, and it really is apocalyptic. We're taking a look outside, you can see that blaze out there on this live camera. This is our radar and satellite. You can see this green color. It's usually indicative of really heavy rainfall coming down, but that smoke coming out from the first alert radar and all of this wind that we're seeing, wind speeds are coming down, but we're seeing maximum wind gusts around 40 miles per hour, 43 miles per hour in Honolulu, 40 miles per hour in Kaunakakai, 25 miles per hour out there in Kahului. And we are seeing wind gusts around 50, 40 miles per hour, and a wind gust up to 60 mile per hour can carry embers 1 mile per minute. Maui is roughly 50 miles wide, so these wind gusts, these embers, are blowing very, very far away, very, very fast. Here's a look at our ocean alerts up there. We still have some small craft advisories in place. Our high wind warnings have been downgraded to wind advisories across the islands. And here are our surf and shoreline forecasts. Our east and south facing shores still around 6 to 8 feet. East facing shores are starting to decrease out there. This is all being driven by Hurricane Dora, not directly influencing the islands, but we've got that high pressure fan and Hurricane Dora, major hurricane status, causing all of this air to just funnel into Hawaii. So these opposite circulations, the low pressure system that is Dora, the high pressure fan, so we're getting strong winds, and they're going to start decreasing as we go into tomorrow evening. We are keeping that first alert weather day in effect throughout tomorrow. We may cancel it tomorrow evening. As you can notice, our temperatures are going to start, our winds are going to start decreasing as we're going forward into the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, getting that normal trade wind pattern. And then here's a look at your first alert 7-day forecast. Wednesday, again, is still a first alert weather day. We want you to be aware of that. We keep seeing that word come up, Dylan, apocalyptic. It really has been. Cell service is down. You can't get 911 service in Lahaina. You have to call the alternate number. It's right there up there on the screen, 808-661-4441. It really is hard to watch, harrowing even, to see some of the footage that's coming in, just because of this situation has developed, and it's so hard to just see what's happening.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Drew. We also got this just in moments ago. We have been clearly reporting that no one is able to get into Lahaina, but finally some official word came through. All roads in Lahaina town are closed, and they're only open for emergency personnel only. Now, this includes all roads between Wahikuli Wayside Park on the north to Kaiheleku Street on the south. So that just came in moments ago. Take a look at just some of this video that we have been getting. There are 3, possibly 4 brush fires on Maui that have been very hard to keep track of, and this by far is one of the most dramatic videos that we have seen all night. This was of a family driving through a town in and around Lahaina, and this was this was the video that I mentioned earlier. There is a part of this video that is too graphic to show on television, but you can see the horror unfolding there in Lahaina. This family is definitely lucky to hopefully have made it out there alive to send us this video, and the panic in their voices as just everything around them is in flames is absolutely terrifying to watch. We also do know that there are upwards actually of 1,000 people without power in the Maui and West Maui area. We are working to keep a close eye on all of this. Let's go ahead and end with one more live look outside a camera in Pukalani. Be sure to stick with Hawaii News Now on air and online. our Sunrise team will be taking over coverage starting at 4:30 this morning. And of course, our Chelsea Davis will be live there on Maui coming up later in the morning. Thank you so much for watching.